Once upon a time, during the winter season, a special court session was held outdoors, basking in the warmth of the sun. The court was attended by the king, his family, priests, and ministers. In front of the king's throne, there was a table-like setup with something very precious on it. Suddenly, a man approached the court and asked for permission to enter. After being granted permission, he walked forward and respectfully bowed to the king. He then said, "Your Majesty, I possess 2 diamonds that look exactly alike. However, one of them is genuine, while the other is fake. I've traveled far and wide, visiting many kingdoms, asking experts to identify the real diamond, but no one has succeeded so far. Today, I have come to your kingdom, challenging anyone in your court to tell me which one is real. If someone can correctly identify the real diamond, I will gladly donate it to your treasury. But if no one can, then you will have to pay me a hefty price for the diamond. I will provide only one chance, and the person who takes it must get it right." With these words, he placed both diamonds on the table, presenting the challenge to the king and his court. The king, intrigued by the proposition, accepted the challenge, and the quest to find the real diamond began. First, the king himself examined the diamonds closely. To his surprise, both diamonds appeared identical in shape, size, color, and overall appearance. There was not even the slightest difference between them. This perplexed the king, leaving him unable to distinguish the real from the fake. He returned to his throne, puzzled. Turning to his trusted ministers, the king invited them to step forward and try their luck at identifying the genuine diamond. One by one, they examined the diamonds with great care. But, like the king, they were unable to discern any difference between them. Disheartened, they returned to their seats. Seeing the disappointment on the faces of his ministers, the king turned to the people present in the court and asked if anyone could solve this perplexing mystery. However, no one in the court dared to step forward. The people feared that they only had one chance, and making a wrong guess could lead to severe consequences at the hands of the king. An unexpected hero emerged from the crowd, an old man, blind from birth, wielding a simple walking stick. With the help of a kind soul, he made his way to the front of the court, where the king granted him permission to participate. The blind man, displaying incredible courage, took both diamonds in his hands. He carefully felt them for a while, turning them over in his palms. After a brief moment of contemplation, he confidently raised one of the diamonds and declared, "This is the real diamond and the other is fake." To everyone's astonishment, the man who had issued the challenge accepted the blind man's judgment. True to his promise, he agreed to donate the real diamond to the king's treasury. The court was abuzz with amazement. How could this blind man succeed where the intelligent ministers had failed? The king, in awe of the blind man's remarkable feat, approached him and asked how he had managed to identify the real diamond. The blind man, speaking with humility, explained his simple yet brilliant method. He said, "Your Majesty, it was quite simple. We are all sitting here in the sunshine. When I touched both diamonds, I noticed a difference in their temperature. The real diamond felt a little cooler, while the fake diamond, made of glass, was slightly warmer. This allowed me to determine that the colder one was the real diamond, and the warmer one was the fake." The king was not only pleased, but deeply impressed by the wisdom of the blind old man. In recognition of his extraordinary ability, the king honored him in the court and bestowed upon him numerous rewards. This story carries a valuable moral lesson. It reminds us that in life, those who remain calm and composed in all situations are like genuine diamonds. Such individuals often find success in their endeavors. On the other hand, those who lose their cool in challenging circumstances and become easily angered, much like a fragile piece of glass, tend to crumble and lose their courage. They are less likely to achieve success. Therefore, the tale encourages us to keep our composure and work patiently, regardless of the difficulties we encounter in life. The person who maintains their cool, even in the face of adversity, is the true diamond, the one destined for success.